Hello everybody and welcome to the new series here on FS25. This is going to be the hard mode or start from scratch series. We currently have $100,000 and are $1 million in debt. We have absolutely nothing. I apologize for the sleeping dog in the background. Not a whole lot I can do there. So we do have the used sale in here, and that is on our side here. Nice little Kubota there. A few nice tractors down along here, like this 9700. 160 horse for 36,000. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now we are gonna go ahead and start this off by looking at some contracts. Let's see here. Sorry about that. Adjust the camera angle back. We're good to go now. Wait. Alright, there we are, and we currently only have spraying and wood transport, but, yeah. So, I'm thinking we need to take a look at our land options here. What's in this field? 55 potatoes, 56 is nothing. I don't think it's anything, really. Is it grass? Nope. $49,000, that's going to be one of our best bets here. What about 59? That's only 42K. Let's have a walk over here and look at that, because that could be a decent piece of land for us starting off. Now we do have the dairy farm series, and I know that we're doing a lot of hay work over there, but hay work could be kind of beneficial for us here in the beginning. Is this shed usable? It doesn't look like it. But I'm sure we could get rid of it. So that's definitely a doable piece of property there. That is not... I don't see a whole lot else that could be worth our time right now, other than... Oh, that's only 40. And that's a hayfield right there. What are you? 79. So we can afford any one of these fields just here. Let's figure out some of the crop types over here. We know we got grass, we got parsnips. I don't want to do those. What else? Potatoes? Yeah. Apologies for the cough. Okay, I think we're actually going to go with this field, although it is a pretty big field. It could be beneficial. Actually, no. We are going to go ahead and buy 59. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that. That could be a very decent purchase just there. Okay, so next thing we are going to do is place down a house, because that is something that is necessary right now. Go into the construction menu. Right, and we want farmhouses. We're just going to go to basic farmhouse, and that's already too much money. Uh-oh. Nope, never mind. We have a mod. 42,000 for our house. This is still a lot of money. We're going to go with the green one. Yeah, and this is going to take up a lot of our money, unfortunately. It's just not... I don't know, there's no way around... Oh, wait. 35,000, and it's a bigger house. In fact, actually, yeah, that's our best option. Go with this house right here for 35. It's a pretty decent sized house. 35 right there. Perfect. Okay, now we have more contract work. Okay, sweet. So okay, we're gonna do that contract. We're gonna do the harvesting contract on field 67. That should pay some pretty good money. Oh, 67, not 57. Alright, let's get the tractor taken over there, and I will see you guys when it's time to get the combine and head over there. Alrighty, so we are back over at the dealership in the Fendt Combine. This is a really nice combine. I didn't hit the post for your information. Or maybe I did. Dun dun dun. No. We'll grab this header. Lift it up. Apologies for the cough yet again. It is pretty bad, I know. But not a whole lot I can do about it. So we're going to go ahead and get this loaded up onto the header trailer just here. Perfect. Detach that, and it's, going to do its little snapping thing. Then we will get hooked on to the header trailer and head over to the field. Now, Nacho, who may or may not watch this, we shall see. I find it kind of funny how the contract had all Fendt equipment, because in the last Dairy Farm episode, episode number 2, go check it out on my channel if you haven't already. The question of the day was, what is your favorite tractor brand? And his was Fendt. So, yeah, pretty cool little coincidence there. But we're gonna get over to the field here, and actually, the field is just right over there. In fact, I just saw the trailer. I need to stay off the curb. I was going to do Riverbend Springs, but my computer has a slight issue with Riverbend Springs where it crashes and corrupts the game constantly, so we unfortunately couldn't do that, and I didn't know of any other really decent maps at all. So, yeah. We are going to have to cut through the fire department's yard here, but it's fine. Alright, so let's get this combine set up and ready to go. So, this playthrough is probably going to end up being a lot of time-lapse stuff. However, if you want to see the nice montages with the music, go check out the Dairy Farm series. That's where I'll be doing most of the montages. Maybe a little bit of a time-lapse here and there, but if we have something really cool going on, we might do a little montage on this series, but we shall see. But, speaking of which, we're going to get into a time-lapse right now. So, I will see you all in just a second when we get to the first tank full. There we have the harvest. Pretty simple, pretty easy. That time lapse might be really fast. Sometimes it is really just kind of, I don't know, sometimes it has some issues, but we are now going to go ahead and hop in the Fendt, what are you, a 314. And we are going to figure out where on earth we're going to start. Now, there is another 2 harvesting contracts here. I am going to go ahead and accept both. Okay, we'll have to move the equipment to accept the other one, but let's see, where are we selling this stuff? Are they both going to the same place? No. Great. Okay, I should have looked first. Okay, we are going down there. Okay. Gotcha. Just down there? Alrighty. Looks good. Let's get headed down there. Alrighty, so that's a fence. Okay. We're gonna have to turn around like this. Here is where we are selling off the grain from that little harvest. This Fendt looks tiny on this trailer. I don't know if that's just me or what, but get a little view of the grain coming out here. And there we go. What? Okay, we ended up losing money on that. How did we lose money on that? That doesn't make any sense. Anyways, on to the next contract. Okay, the game was glitched out. We ended up getting our money, thankfully. But now we are in the Massey Ferguson tractor and the Massey Ferguson harvester, which is pretty much identical to that Fendt we just ran, sitting over there. We have another field to go do, and then we have one last harvesting to do after this, possibly. And then we'll call it an episode there, probably. But, yeah, let's get this tractor and combine over to the field, and, yeah, I'll see you guys when we're ready to start. Alrighty, so we just got out to the field. We are going to hit you guys with another time lapse here, this time from in the cab, because it's basically the same combine with different branding. And, yeah, we'll see you guys when it's either A, time to unload, or B, we're done with the field. Got that harvest all done and everything dropped off, as you can tell just there. I'm gonna go down into this menu and we got $723 off of that. So that is going to go ahead and bring up our total amount of money currently to $35,000. Now, if we go ahead and go in here and check the use sale menu, there's not really anything that we would want that we could get. This bale wrapper, ooh, I didn't see that. Are there any bale wrapping contracts? There's baling. I see a lot of bale wrapping contract stuff all the time, and it looks, it looks very fun, and it is also very profitable. There's a lot of baling contracts in here. We have a baler in the used sale at all? We do. But it's $53,000. Now it's $52,000. This one's $7,000 for squares. So, yeah, that we could definitely look into getting a baler. Tractors wise, we can't really afford anything that is in here currently, but hopefully in the near future we can. Now, if we go ahead and come down here and look for our balers, there they are, our round balers. I do have these mods right here, these two, and this is only $2,000. Okay, we are actually going to go ahead and buy this. $2,000. That's ridiculously cheap, and I kind of feel like cheating, but let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think. If you guys do feel like it is cheating, then we can go ahead and sell it off. But we are also going to look for a tractor. Now, I'm not seeing anything really that looks, decent for that. Let's see, 63 horsepower. What is your horsepower requirement? 55. So we can actually go ahead and get ourselves a full setup today. That's 55, so we'll get a 3020 diesel with a canopy on it. Can we put a cab on it? No. Alright, 20,400. That'll be our tractor just there. And perfect. There she is. What a nice looking setup that is. And what a great place to end off episode 1. Now in episode 2 we are going to go ahead and probably take all three of these contracts. Well, no, all these two contracts, because this one's square bales. But yeah, so without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and click that little bell notification if you want to be notified every time I upload a video. Also, go check out Nolan Farms. He is the one that provided the inspiration for this map. And yeah, anyways, thank you all for watching. Bye for now.